Here I am, hello, with another fire rescue, this time with a teapot. I'm hoping this is nicely visible for you. You can see how much soot is it. Now the inside is just fine. It's the outside that was sitting up on the shelf above the kitchen sink that, as you can see, it's got this fascinating two-tone look to it, especially this side here. I don't know if you can see, I'm going to try and bring it closer. This pattern where the streaks show the heat, I think, of the soot started to run down a little bit. I just think it's fascinating. So anyway, I'm going to show you how simple it is to be able to rinse it off. We're going to use some pipe cleaners to be able to get down in the nozzle right here. I plan on folding them over to make them a double thickness, and we'll just simply use the soft part of a sponge and my fingers in the water to be able to salvage and clean this teapot. I'm going to start with the lid. I'm just using the cold water. Just brushing it off with my fingers. Get the worst of it off. And brush the rest with this. Looks like it has a few character spots on it. Because it's white, I want it to be as nice as possible, and unlike my little willow tree ornament, this is pretty smooth. So maybe whatever the soot is clinging to might be a little piece of grease or something like that that might have collected from it. So there we have the lid. I'm going to start here with I want to make sure my hands are clean if I'm going to stick them inside. I want to avoid some of it running in there as best I can. But as you can see, it's coming right off. So again, sentimental items that you don't want to lose after a house fire can be pretty easy to come clean. Now, while we don't drink traditional tea, I do like making chamomile tea or peppermint tea, and having these fun English teapots to use it. Now, how you're supposed to make tea is if you use tea bags, what you're supposed to do, here I'm going to clean down in the nozzle with the pipes. You're supposed to have one for each person that's going to have a cup of tea. So if there's 2 people in a pot this size, if there's 2 people having a cup of tea, you'd add 2 tea bags and 1 for the pot. So ideally you would put 3 tea bags in to make sure it has enough flavour and stuff like that. Now what I've found and what I tend to do is kind of the opposite. I want to get as many. Now I'm using the scouring side a little bit because some of what the soot is clinging to are maybe little drops of grease or something. But for the actual soot, I'm just using the soft side of the sponge. Anyway, so what I tend to do is I want to see how many tea bags, how many people I can make with like one thing tea bag, which is really stingy, but I like to think of it as being economically minded. So the reason why I like a teapot is because I can use 1 tea bag and make 3 cups of tea out of it. Because I just put the chamomile tea or peppermint tea, or we've been using an orange sunrise tea in the mornings, and I use 1 tea bag and I can make 3 cups of tea out of it. So the reason why I like a teapot is kind of the opposite of what you're supposed to do with how you brew tea. But I'm not trying to I'm not trying to do it in an official way. I am just trying to maybe make my tea last a bit longer. So there we have it, the end result of the teapot, nice and clean. So now I can, just a little bit on the nose there and a little bit here, but all in all I've managed to salvage the teapot. So now I'll be able to go back to using this instead of just one of my glass jars or something. Put 1 tea bag in, I can make 3 cups of tea.